Welcome into the Chile Law Review. My name is Ben Burnett. My guest today is Gabby Gravel. Gabby, how are you?
Awesome. How are you?
Wonderful. I would like to ask you about when your average person should contact a lawyer.
Well, that's a great question, and it's a great topic to go over. It typically depends on the type of case that you're thinking a lawyer might need to be involved in. Whether it's criminal or personal injury or a business dispute, it's all going to be a different timeline, but the rule of thumb is the sooner the better for all of those.
When I contact a lawyer, I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Most people are never involved with them beyond like some sort of last will and testament probate court. That is the opportunity that it touches most people most often. But these matters are often very sensitive, and there's a lot of unknown to a potential client. What do you guys do when you bring somebody in the first time or when they reach out to you? What is the process of evaluating whether or not they're the right fit for the Chile Law Group?
When we have a new client meeting, we'll typically meet in the same room right now. We're in our big conference room, and it'll be one or two lawyers, maybe all of us, and at least one of our paralegals, and we just ask you everything, start to finish. Tell us your side of the story. Tell us everything you know. Then we can get an idea of what kind of questions we need to ask to find out if it's a case for us. So for civil cases that we do, there's what's called a statute of limitations, and people should be familiar with that phrase. In most of the cases we do here, that statute of limitations is 2 years. Sometimes in other states, like Tennessee, has a 1-year statute of limitation for personal injury claim. So we always need to make sure, hey, are we even within the statute? Do we have a claim at all? Sometimes you have a claim, but the damages may be so low that you're not going to get anything out of your time that you spend litigating, and it's just best that you cut your losses. Sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow for people because they feel like they've been wronged. They absolutely have been wronged, but there really just isn't a great path to recovery for them. And that's always the most unfortunate conversation to have. But sometimes you have the perfect situation when you've got plenty of time before the statute runs. This person has a valid claim. They haven't done anything wrong to get their hands dirty either. And you can really explore how to help them and get them the recovery that they need and walk them through their options.
One of the questions I have is about being uneasy. Walking into a law office, I have no experience with it. I have a ton of questions. How important is it to be entirely above and beyond honest when you come sit down with your lawyer?
Oh, that is a great question. And I'm so glad you did ask that because that's all that matters. Some people are afraid to be completely honest because they think that that might make the lawyer not want to take their case, or they think that they can take their secret to the grave and no one will find out, even, the defendant won't find out or whatever. But you absolutely need to be completely honest, even with, a consultation meeting, because lawyers in Georgia and lawyers everywhere are duty bound to keep all of that confidential, even if you are not signed up with them, even if you do not have them officially represent you. That is all confidential. They cannot tell anybody, and that will not come back to bite you from that attorney.
So what I am understanding is that lawyers are great places to bury your secrets.
Not so much bury your secrets, but you need to give your attorney the full picture of what has happened. And it's much better that you do that up front than for you to be months into your case or hours into your case or weeks into your case. Your lawyer finds out something that you haven't been honest about, and it either torpedoes your case or causes a rift between you and your attorney. You don't have that level of trust anymore. They don't know if they can believe everything you say, and it makes things a lot more difficult to continue on with the case in a productive way.
When a person walks into the law offices here at Chile Law Group the first time, building trust is really all you have. How do you guys go above and beyond to detail and lay out the expectations and how important it is to be forthcoming and entirely above board?
I think that comes in the way that we present ourselves as well. Like, you have to come off as, and not just come off as, but authentically be yourself. Be honest with them. Give them the truth. You can't blow up their case to them and say, "Oh, this is worth $1 billion and you're never gonna have to work again. This is great." Like, you really need to explain the ins and outs, make sure they understand, make sure that you're somebody that they feel like they can trust in order to get that same in return. So the lawyers really do set the tone. And that's why we try to be a very welcoming environment and a calm environment and then an accepting environment. And that's also why we're so successful.
Gabby, thank you for joining me today. This has been another episode of the Chile Law Review. We'll see you guys next week.